Hey, it's Hannah. Thank you so much for joining me for another video today. Today's video is going to be my reading goals for 2022. So if you're interested, stay tuned. So, hello. You might notice that I am just kind of chilling at my desk. It's really cold in the apartment. So I'm gonna wrap myself in this blanket and it's gonna be real cozy vibes. I didn't want to move everything to the floor, so we're just gonna do this right here. Today's video is my reading goals for this year, for 2022, and I'm really excited about them and I'm excited to share them. So I'm just going to jump right into it. If you have any reading goals for the year, please let me know down below. I love talking about reading goals and things like that. Please excuse the mess behind me. This room is a work in progress, and we're gonna get to that because that is a goal of mine for this year. The first goal that I have for this year is to read more books that I already own. I have a ton of books. I would say 1,000, but I don't have 1,000 books. We probably have about 300, 400 books in this house. And you'll see on the shelves over here, that's like barely half of them. And I've read, so that's like just a section of the books that we have, and I've barely read any of them. I just keep buying books and I don't read them, and I need to read them. So my goal for this year is to read books that I already own, and then I can decide if I want to keep them. I can decide if I want to get rid of them, or if I want to sell them, if I want to donate them, whatever I want. So I need to read the books that I own, basically. That's like a big goal of mine for this year. The next goal that I have has to do with this space up here. So you notice there are two bookshelves behind me. Those are the Billy bookcases from IKEA, the smaller ones. I've had those forever. However, there's a closet on the other side of that wall. There are still, I'm not joking, 9 boxes of books that still need to be unpacked and placed on shelves between me and my fiance. There's 9 boxes of books in that closet of varying sizes. Some are huge, some are small. There's still 9 boxes. We went to IKEA about 2 weeks ago looking for these shelves because they said they were in stock. We get to IKEA, we look at the shelves, temporarily unavailable. Yeah. Went home, put my name on the email list. It said another 2 weeks. You know, then they'll be back in stock around like January 24th. And I was like, perfect. Then I can still get them, because that was like a January goal of mine, just in general, to get the books or the bookshelves, build them, and then get all the books on the shelf. January 24th comes around and I still haven't gotten an email from IKEA, so I checked my inbox, nothing. I checked the junk folder, nothing. I checked the website, back in stock between like the first 2 weeks of February. So I'm a little frustrated because I just want the project to be done, but it will get done eventually. It will get done this year. The bookcases are not going to be out of stock forever, so that's another goal of mine for this year, is to get 1, maybe 2 of the longer Billy bookshelves. We'll see. We're gonna start with 1 and see how it goes, and if we need another one, we'll get another one. This is gonna be like the longest project ever, but that is where we're starting, and then I can't wait to have the whole wall full of shelves and books when we're done with it. My third reading goal for this year is basically a no-buy. I'm going to let myself buy 1 book per month if I want to, outside of Book of the Month. So I am a Book of the Month member. I do pay for their subscription service every month, and I love that service, so I'm going to continue it. So I'm going to let myself get, those books from there, but I also am going to limit myself to 1 book per month if I want to for the whole year. And so far in January, today is January 30th that I'm filming this, I haven't purchased any books. I don't really want to purchase any books. I do have a wish list, but I don't have the space for them right now, so they're just going to be on hold. However, as soon as The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren comes out on paperback, that I will be purchasing. But yeah, other than that, there really haven't been any books that I want to purchase. And I'm only going to be purchasing books that I already read and loved, so, or that I can't find anywhere else. Like, you watched my 23 to read in 2022. I really want to read Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas, and I don't know where I'm going to get that because I don't have them at the library, so we'll see. So like in that case, I might have to just buy the book before I read it. It is what it is. That'll be my one book for the month. My fourth goal for reading for this year is to declutter. So all of these all of these goals kind of feed into each other, and they're more like fluid. So if I'm reading more books that I already own, I know which ones I'm going to declutter. So my goal is to declutter 2 books a month that I own, and I've already picked one for January. There's one that I like kind of want to keep. I had it set to the side, but then I was like, no, I really enjoyed that. I kind of want to keep it. So I'm looking for another book to declutter. If I don't declutter 2 this month, then I'll just read more books that I own for next month and get rid of 3 instead of just the 2. So they're going to kind of flow into each other, and I like that because when you accomplish one goal, it's going to help you accomplish another goal. And so I'm really enjoying that aspect of my reading goals this year. Sorry about that. My phone had an issue. So I think I was talking about my book of the month goal. That's where I was going with that. Yes, so like I mentioned earlier, I am a member of the Book of the Month subscription service, and I have collected a number of Book of the Month books with monthlies and add-ons, and I haven't read that many of them, which is a crime because they're really good books, at least that I've heard, and I want to read them, so if I know, I can keep them or I can get rid of them. And those also fall into books that I currently own. So I really want to read more of my Book of the Month books this year. I have shelves on shelves of just Book of the Month books and piles of Book of the Month books that I need to read. So that is another goal of mine for this year. All right, and then one of my next goals is that I want to read 12 fairy tales this year, and I want to read 12 nonfiction books this year. And the 12 fairy tales is definitely doable. I have a book of the Grimm's fairy tales right here. I have my Grimm's fairy tales literally right next to my desk, and I just need to read one of these stories. I honestly kind of want to read Rapunzel for January. I know it's January 30th and the last day of the month is tomorrow, but I can do that real fast. I think it's only 3 pages too. The stories are short, so I can do that. I can read a fairy tale a month. However, 12 nonfiction books is a stretch. We're gonna see how we do with that. There are books that I want to read for learning, and books that I want to read just as biographies and memoirs and things like that. So all of that falls into nonfiction, and so we'll see how it goes. I have a list of nonfiction books that I want to read this year. Maybe I'll do a video for that. We'll see. But yeah, definitely want to read some more nonfiction. I didn't read any nonfiction last year, and I read some in 2020 and I really enjoyed it, so I want to kind of get back into that. All right, and my last goal for 2022 with my reading goals is that I want to accomplish more in challenges. There are so many challenges out there, and I have so many that I've documented in my reading journal, and I really want to be able to accomplish more in them this year than I did last year. So, for example, I have my own reading challenge that I come up with every year, and so last year it was 15, 20 prompts. This year I think it's only 10. Let me check. Yeah, this year I only have 10 prompts, and I think I can do it. I think I can definitely hit every single prompt of my challenge this year. The challenge is hitting more prompts in these challenges that I'm going to list right here. So the Modern Mrs. Darcy blog. She comes out with reading challenges every year, and this year for 2022, she didn't, but all of the 2021 challenges are curated for different reading goals that you might have. So I picked 2, and the 2 that I picked, you're gonna see this, I don't know when this is gonna go up, but I have it written in my reading journal. So if I've done the flip through already, I'll link it in the cards. And if I haven't done the flip through yet, then you'll see that on my feed in the near future. So I've done 2 of them. I did Read for Comfort, and I did Don't Overthink It. And so there's different ones. There's ones with like literary lens, learn something new. There are a couple more. Something with the backlist, like embrace the backlist, something like that. There's a bunch of them. I will link her blog down below if you're interested. But yeah, that's a challenge that I would like to do, and there's 10 or 12 prompts in each one. So we'll see. The next challenge that I want to do more of is the Buzzword Challenge, hosted by Kayla from Books and Lala. She's more just like gives the prompts and then lets everybody kind of do what they will with it. My goal is to just hit all 12 prompts sometime this year. It doesn't matter what month. I have the months listed, and if I hit it in that month, great. But I would just love to hit that prompt sometime this year. And there's 12 of those. I will link her video down below that goes over the whole thing so that you know if you want to participate, you know what it is. It's basically just, you get a buzzword and you have to find a title of a book that has that word either in the title or that is about that topic. So I will leave that video down below so you can see it. And the last challenge that I'm really excited about for this year is the Pop Sugar Reading Challenge. And it's something I've just heard of this year. And there's a lot of prompts here. I don't think I'm gonna finish it, but it's a really cool challenge. It's very inclusive. You know, in my opinion, as a white woman, it's gonna make me come out of my comfort zone a little bit, thinking about the authors that I'm picking up and the books that I'm picking up in a way that I don't usually think about it. I'm usually a mood reader, so whatever I'm just in the mood to read, I pick from my shelves, and that doesn't really, my reading hasn't been super diverse, and I want to focus more on that this year. I want to focus more on, you know, authors of color and more own voices stories with people who have experienced things different from me. And so that's a goal that I'm going to tie into everything. So those are my reading goals for this year. What are your reading goals? Do you have any? Let me know down below. I would love to know. And are you going to participate in any of those challenges that I mentioned, like Pop Sugar, Modern Mrs. Darcy? Oh, the Book of the Month challenge. I forgot about the Book of the Month challenge. There's a Book of the Month challenge that they do every year, and I need to do better with that. I want to hit all of those goals. You'll see that in my flip through of my book journal. But yeah, okay, anyway, back to the outro. Yeah, if you have any reading goals, if you're participating in any like social media reading goals, let me know. I love challenges. I want to do a monthly challenge for every month too. Just adding more to my plate, you know. more things to check off. We love a good checklist. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe if you want more videos like this. Maybe I'll do more from my desk. It is very comfortable. I'm very chill right now. So yeah, I hope wherever you're watching that you're having a great day and that you're doing okay. And thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you in my next one. Bye.